A company makes and sells two products P and Q. The cost per unit of making and selling P and Q are $8 and $9.5 respectively. This is for P, this is for Q. And the selling price per unit of P and Q are $10 and $13 respectively. So the cost and the selling price. So let's just make sure that we understand these are the cost and the selling price per unit of P and Q are $10 and $13 respectively. In 1 month, the company sold a total of 834 units of these products. Let's quickly make this grid. So the cost price, the selling price of P, Q. For P, the cost price is $8.5, the selling price of P is $10, the cost price of Q is $9.5, the selling price of Q is $13. So that's how we have the information placed here. Now the question is just simply asking that if 834 units of these two are sold in total, then was the total profit on these items more than $2,000? That means the profit on P should be equal to 10 minus 8.5, which is equal to $1.5, and here 13 minus 9.5, which is equal to $3.5. So here we have the profit. The total profit on P and Q together should be equal to 1.5 times of P plus 3.5 times of Q. And the question is asking, is this profit equal to, not just equal to, more than $2,000? The answer needs to be given in the form of either yes or no, and we also know that P plus Q is equal to 834. That means this equation can be translated into just one variable as well if you substitute the value of Q or if you substitute the value of P. So all that we need to answer this question is either the number of items of P or the number of items of Q which are made and sold. Let's look at the first statement. During the month, more units of P than the units of Q were sold. So the number of units of P was greater than the number of units of Q, but that doesn't answer the question because the number of units of P, we can take a few cases and then we can just do the calculation here. If the units of P is equal to 434 and units of Q is equal to 3.5, then the total profit will be equal to 434 and the units of Q will be equal to, in that case, 400. So the total profit will be equal to 434 minus 1 multiplied by 1.5, that is 217 needs to be added, so 651 plus 400 multiplied by 3.5 is 1400. That means it is greater than 2000. While if the value of P is taken as 800 while the value of Q is taken as just 34, the calculation will be 1200 plus 34 multiplied by 3.5, which is approximately just $90, and that is not greater than 2000. So we have proven that the first statement is definitely not sufficient to answer the question. Option A and D are out. Let's check the second statement. The second statement here says that during a month at least 100 units of Q were sold. So Q has to be greater than or equal to 100. That's once again not sufficient. As we have already seen in the first statement, we have already given it a try that if Q is equal to 34, then the amount, the profit is far too less than $2,000. Even if we make it 100, even then it won't be true. Let's quickly do the calculation after combining the two. After combining the two, one case we can still take the first case that we took. That means if P is equal to 434 and Q is equal to 400, then the total profit is equal to 2051, that is greater than 2000 units. Now if we take Q is equal to 100 while P is equal to 734, let's quickly do the calculation. 734 multiplied by 1.5, so 350 plus 17, 367 needs to be added here, so that becomes equal to 1100 plus 3.5 multiplied by 100 is equal to 350. The sum is 1451, which is not greater than 2000. So the answer is still sometimes yes, sometimes no, and we say that the information combined as well is not sufficient to answer, and the final answer to the question becomes option E, because statement 1 and 2 together are not sufficient. I hope you enjoyed the explanation. Thank you so much.